From the Washington, British Columbia border crossing, it's 1,800 miles before you reach Alaska. But if you take the Cassiar Highway like we did, you can cheat a little bit and visit Alaska in only half of those miles. Stewart in British Columbia is a postcard picture harbor town that's nestled deep in this protective fjord. An unguarded border crossing is all that stands between you and the town of Hyder, Alaska. We've planned one of our most epic day trips yet. There's an unpaved road that takes you 4,000 feet up and right onto Salmon Glacier. After an earlier misadventure in the mountains of New Mexico this year, we have gone all out getting our Sequoia set up for off-roading. We've got, in addition to the tow straps and the shovels that we were already carrying with us, we include now max tracks and a winch, and we are so ready to go and get on some terrain that's going to really challenge all of this work that has been put into the... I'm very sad. Right across the border is Hyder, Alaska. It's on the southern tip of the Panhandle. When I read online, it was like, oh, that's gonna be so easy because it's an unguarded border crossing. You just pop in, pop out. That's so cool. And I neglected to check and totally didn't realize that although the American border is unguarded, the Canadian crossing back in is guarded. And the border guy would give me no benefit on Mother's Day. Said, sorry, if you don't have a passport, you can't come back into Canada. So this is super, super sad. I feel like really, really sad. We're gonna try to do something else and make the best of it. I mean, it's a beautiful little town, very beautiful town, but this was not quite the plan and should have brought our passports. Okay, quick change up. There's a cool hike up to a waterfall that gives an epic view of the town, so I guess we'll hike up to that. Oh my gosh, change this music. This was supposed to be an epic adventure, not a stroll in the park. Much better. The unsuspecting victim draws near. Little does he know the predator awaits, carefully concealed.
Kill him!
No.
Ozzy, I got it on camera. I can't wait to show you.
No!
All right, so this is a fjord that leads out to the ocean. Right there is a port. That's Alaska, right there. We could have been there today, except it was me. I forgot the passports.
See? Now what?
So instead, we're just taking this boring hike over waterfalls, cliffs, etc. It's so hard to let go of a plan once you have got it in your mind that that's what you want to do, and we had glaciers on our mind. So we decided to quit this hike before we got to the top and before we got to the major waterfall and head back down and go back to a glacier that we had seen just from the side of the road and try our luck hiking up to that. Again, please, music that gives me the illusion of a purposeful quest. Exactly. Whether or not this is a good idea remains to be seen, but we're gonna cross this glacial lake and try to make our way to the glacier. Was that a mistake?
Yes. Yes.
You think it was a mistake? Was it a mistake? It might have been. We'll see. We hiked over that glacial moraine for a solid hour, and this is as close as we got before we had to turn around. The third time in a day that we had to abort the mission and fall short of our goal. I mean, we didn't make it, so we fell short of the goal, right? It is really hard to admit that some of us were a bit grumpy at the end of this day. There was a goal in reach, and despite reaching out as best we could, couldn't quite grab it. I guess there can be both glory and folly all wrapped up in reaching towards a goal. Because when I look back at this day that we didn't plan, it wasn't the story we thought we'd be able to tell, but my goodness, can you believe this story? What else could we want? Is this Alaska or Canada? Who cares? It's outside and it's beautiful.